Aftermath. You lead Raymond out of the Prosperity Chamber and are instantly caught up in a wave of refugees fleeing for their lives. Struggling through the panicked wave of humanity, you are able to retrace your steps and eventually reach Haley. Although the typhoon has passed, the scene is wet and chaotic. The newly homeless crowd of streets, dazedly wandering, searching for missing loved ones and nursing injuries. Relief workers are already on the scene, providing blankets and medical aid. Rescue personnel carry the stunned and wounded to safety. The entire area has been cordoned off by the HKPF, while knight-errant officers and the military peacekeeping force attempt to maintain order. Hey, we get the AoE music, right? Is that what it's called? No, that's a circus. This place is hot. The cops are swarming the place and the A-baby is still out on us. Yeah, it's like a party. Looks like the press joined the party. Already have the hooks in someone hoping for a soundbite. And is that when you started running? And what caused this? Why are the people floating out of the walled city injured and disoriented? Some sort of chemical leak, apparently. There you have it, Sonny. A third report of mass hallucinations and violence caused by an explosion in an illegal drug lab. And while reports remain sketchy, it appears that street crime is again on the rise. As you can see, it's still turmoil and confusion here as police and executive council peacekeepers respond to the emergency situation, attempting to maintain order. But in all this chaos, in the maze of poverty that is Kowloon Walled City, we may never know what really happened in there. Back to you in the studio, Sonny. What are you looking at? Do you believe that story? No, I don't believe that story. Am I wearing a t-shirt that says, I'm a fool, feed me a line of corporate bullshit? No. But in my experience, the rest of the world is. Everything you say, everything you've been thought, every official you elect, all bought and paid for by the people pulling the strings. Yeah, well, no one's telling me what to think. Of course not, pal. You're different. Looks like you just came from inside, so tell me, what did you really see in there? Demon Goddess. Tell her hi back for me. Well, are you surprised I believed you? We live in the future. Flying cars, dragons, why not a demon goddess? Hell, a court probably summoned her for some kind of fear experiment or something. That kind of shit happens all the time. The walled city is like their little petri dish. They love using them like lab rats. They test food additives, body modifications, pharmaceuticals, whatever some junior executive can dream up. Nothing surprises me anymore. In this case, they tested a junior officer's luck. Luck machine. We can change that. Good luck. You look like you're just the guy to do it. I mean, I could use your help. To what? Spread the truth. The truth isn't my business. Ad revenue is my business. Do you have any idea how much competition there is for eyeballs these days? News is nothing more than content, just like the new Mammy Canyon Flesh BTL Urban Brawl broadcast or Mary Mercurial Simpsons Experience. Everyone on this island knows that my news service is just a mouthpiece for the Executive Council. Hell, if you look close enough, you'll probably find that it's owned by a member of the Executive Council. People buy what we feed them because the world is changing and it's scary. They feel small, they need scapegoats to blame, and authority figures to tell them what to think. My news network gives them that. And there's a prime example of an authority figure, Joe Tsang, rising star in the Executive Council. Just look at her spinning this to her own ends, talking about the humanitarian relief effort she's mounting. And now, go ahead and take your calm. I'm gonna go before this scene turns into some kind of riot. It usually does. Oh, Kylie Chang. Hello, honey. Don't hello, Arnie, me. I lost contact with the soldiers I sent in the walled city with you, and now these Tang households and government troops are all over the place. Get over here and tell me what the hell happened. Right away, Auntie. I want to sleep for about a year. I'm taking Raymond to the revenge unit. Think he could use some sack time too. We'll see you there. You better go talk to Arnie, Seattle. It's kind of what I'm trying to do, and everyone's just kind of in the way. Low-end variety. I can watch a Tridio. I don't want to. Oh, this lady again. Oh, I should maybe slow down a little so you have time to pause if you want to read this. Sorry. Oh, Sunny is the lady. Reporter. Presenter of news. I don't know about reporter. Gigaball! Sure. Whatever. Oh, hey. We're already here. I'm not gonna tell Fool Boy over there what happened because he's going to not be able to contain himself. Honestly, I don't really want to explore that much. I guess I could go talk to Reliable Matthew. He was alright. Come on, I'm beautiful. Welcome back to Railway Paradise. How did that happen? Science! They're full of aerogel. Love those lighter than air solids. You have any thoughts about what happened? Do you even know what happened? Something happened? Oh, I was just a one-night, real-one-night. What a time! Good times. I'm a lucky sort of guy. What can I say? Guess people were just trying to take care of themselves, not take another man's stuff. It depends on what the stuff is. In your case, it's a bit complicated to use. Here's looking at you, Simplicity. Come around any time. Oh, yeah. One thing, Simplicity. I've decided to branch out. I'm telling them bros, I'm not just gonna be one person anymore. I'm gonna be a lot of people. All sorts of good folks. Okay, you're getting weird now. I get the I need a person that can sell stuff persona. That's not what this is anymore. Oh, hello you. Your stuff was useful, by the way. Hey, you! Do you want to know what I think about dreams right now? This. I am done with dreams, discussing them, researching them, having them. Thankfully, I've been so tired lately that when I'm asleep, I'm out. It's a world of blackness and it's wonderful. Do me a favor, never bring up those horrible things again. I don't care if you dreamt you were in a crowd of kittens. Tell it to someone else. Pretty sick of them myself. Well, after what we've been through, that's a given. I'm sure the rest of Haley will agree. I wanted to say thank you, but you did not allow me to say thank you. I kind of defeated the thing thanks to you, you know? Just saying. I don't think I can get in there. Yeah, I have to talk to Ani first. Don't really care about the other shopkeepers. This guy's a fool, and I don't want him to die. And then this guy's kind of fun, but let's just get this over with. It bleeds in here, really, does it? Okay. I meant to click on the X, game. Pretty obvious. Hey, Bao's still there. and send Wong and Ho to snatch some of those medical supplies off the relief trucks. With all the excitement, nobody's watching them at all. There'll be a big black market for them over the next few weeks. Good thinking, Ma'am Cheng. Simplicity, I figured you were dead. Last I heard, my soldiers had found you and everyone was heading into Walled City. And then things got out of control. Where are my people? What the hell happened? They're dead. You really stealing medical supplies, Oni? No one will miss a few boxes. The Corps have a PR bonanza with all this humanitarian relief work. There will be no shortage of supplies, believe me. And don't think you can distract me with that medical supplies shit. I sent you 5 soldiers and they're all dead. Is that how you treat my resources? I mean, they died for the good cause. Yeah, better be. They were expendable, not unlimited. Well, they knew the risks. They had a shot of moving up and they missed. Forget them. I've got bigger problems. Like customers and tenants streaming out of the walled city, screaming for their lives. Like the HKPF and those Tsong security shitholes swarming the place. And tell me what happened in the walled city. Or do I have to get an acetylene torch and ask nicely? I had to put it down, basically. What kind? This one. Never heard of her, but I know the Yama Kings. My grandmother used to try to scare me with stories about them. I guess that she thought she was teaching me something, but scaring the shit out of me. I remember one Yama specifically, Fu Meng, the serpent of the setting sun. Oh yes. Fu Meng promised wealth and influence for those willing to do what was necessary to take it. The story of Fu Meng spoke to me. All he asked for in return were 44 hearts pulled from the chests of those closest to you while they were still alive. Hearts from random victims wouldn't do, so those who took Fu Meng's bargain would befriend others before taking their hearts, turning their entire network into a list of victims. Yes, Fu Meng spoke to me, but I didn't listen. My apologies, Ma'am Cheng, but one of the men you sent with the runners into the walled city is still alive. He stumbled into Wong and Ho as they were pulling medical supplies off a lorry. At least one came back alive. Our man says that Wong Lun Fat is dead. He got shot up by HKPF inside the walled city. Our man saw it with his own eyes, Madam Cheng. Wong Lun Fat, who's that? Is that good news? Who's that? It is delicious, my darling. Wong Lun Fat was my superior in the Yellow Lotus, a 438. He was also a pig. Tell our friend Simplicity what that means, Mr. Bao, and say it slow so I can savor it. The death of Wong Lun Fat has opened a spot for you to move up, madam. You could be the next 438. Gods help those who seize opportunities. Mr. Bao, put every man we have on this. Spread the word. Kindly Cheng says all debts to the Yellow Lotus are suspended for citizens of the walled city until order is restored, and no interest will compound either. Tell them that I have medical supplies too, and there will be no charge for them until the crisis is over. Things seem to be going your way, Arnie. They do indeed, my sweet. May not have brought Josephine's song down, but I've got my career going again. Your career too, Mr. Bao. You'll be my new straw sender. Good partners support one another. You have proven that, Madam Cheng. This calls for a drink. Your loyalty and clear-headedness have proven immensely valuable, Mr. Bao. You are an effective ally, and I wish you great wealth and good fortune. Looks like you two are moving up in the world. Yes, and it appears your fortune is changing too, Simplicity. Remember, you have a mysterious benefactor, one who lifted the APB on you. I like mysterious benefactors. I'm sure you do, especially when they prevent police snipers from inserting a tunnel in your skull. It must be somebody powerful. I can't imagine it was Josephine Song. After all, what would her motivation be? It's gotta be someone else. Wait, somebody really did that? It wasn't her? She wasn't kidding? I thought she was talking about herself. Well, it's not like I made a lot of friends since we hit town. I'll tap my network, find out if I can. But that's for later. I'm missing an entire piece of your story, my darling. What happened at Prosperity Tower? Did you rescue Raymond Black? Did his mother wipe his memory? We got him. Impressive. You have become quite a Shadowrunner, Simplicity. While you were in Prosperity Tower, did you find any incriminating data on Josephine Song? Dirt? Something I can use? Yeah, that sort of data. Now I can take that dried up old bitch to the mat. This Josephine Song's days on the Executive Council are numbered. Bow, it appears that my fortunes have truly changed. The partnership has become quite enriching, Simplicity. To my new number 1 Shadowrunner, may our partnership continue to bear fruit. I would never say that, because I know it doesn't sit well with the entirety of the Let's Play so far, right? At the beginning of something big. Now, before I get back to business, I must know, how did you go from rescuing Raymond Black to the Walled City vomiting people? Your foster father created a magical fortune machine. Please tell me you have control of this device. Please tell me you have brought it to me. No, sorry. That's a pity. I'm sure there are plenty of people who could benefit from it. Well, this business has certainly proved lucrative for me. I'm in the prime position to be the next Yellow Lotus 438. I only lost 4 men, and I've finally got something I can use against Josephine Song. And we got Raymond back. Well, then you did what you came here to do, and the gun show too. You've made quite a splash since arriving in Hong Kong, Simplicity. Many Shadowruns completed in a very short time. The reports from our clients are glowing, mostly. Yeah, some of them don't really, appreciate me at the end of the runs. We made a difference. Perhaps for some, for a while. Listen to me, my sweet. When I was a girl, there had never been a pandemic like Vita's, but in 2010 it happened. We'd never seen death like that. A quarter of the world's population disappeared. It was miserable. It pushed us to our limits. But the survivors moved on. And then the spiked babies started appearing, and the dwarf babies, and then suddenly there were dragons, goblinization, and magic. And every time the world changed, we got used to it. So if the demon goddess decided the walled city was her new living room, and you didn't, whatever you did, what would have happened? Perhaps the news would cover it until the next sensation pulled their attention away. But after a while, we'd be drowned out by all the other crap competing for our attention. I did think that the king had a pretty small scope, all things considered. Walled City is a lot of people, but it's still like just, a quarter. A city's a quarter. It's not quarter in English, but I'm not sure what it is. Whatever. And the demon in the Walled City would become a new normal. Well, that's that. Congratulations! The poor can return to their misery with no interference from magical machines or big bad things because of you. Now let me give you a piece of advice for the future, my sweet. Something Mr. Chang used to tell me. Respect ghosts and gods, but keep away from them. It sounds like you almost lost your ass in the walled city. I think you'd best listen to that. I didn't want to go there. Well, yes, I did at the end, but what I mean to say is I wasn't looking for a fight, but it's just something that had to be done, so I did it. I imagine there aren't too many gods that need to be fighting around me. No more demons. So, Wise, now get some sleep, Simplicity. You look like shit. Tomorrow we'll talk about the future. That sounds good. Now, what's the status on those medical supplies? Yeah, he has live updates somehow. Alright, go to bed, or don't. Maybe you should just go talk to the rest of the crew. Or they won't talk to you until tomorrow, who knows. Oh, wait, okay, I guess we get to talk now. I thought you were all going to bed, I'll be honest. We figured we'd hang out for a while. No one could remember the last time we ate. Besides, no one could sleep anyway. Still pretty amped up, and I've got a lot of process. So we've been talking, eating. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm jacked up, I can wait. We've been debriefing a bit. Yeah, talking about all that's going on. The runs rescuing Raymond, the walled city, the machine. It's hard to believe we did all that. Hard to believe we defeated a god. Demon god from another plane of existence. Hard to believe that Josephine's song is going to remain untarnished by this whole thing. 20 years of misery, 20 years of suffering. For tens of thousands, hundreds maybe. That's the way it is, the way the world works. The powerful play their games, and the little people pay the price. I mean, I gave dirt to what's-her-face Chang, and she's going to bring her down. Even if that's not the thing that brings her down, she's going to be brought down. She'll see justice someday, she has to. But one thing doesn't add up for me. Why was Josephine's song so intent on shutting us down? Why wouldn't she be? You saw what she was responsible for. No, think about it. The HKPF snipers, the plastic-faced man, all of the resources that she poured into capturing Raymond and hunting us down. I mean, she's already covered her tracks with that illegal drug lab explosion, right? So why not just let Ray do his thing, then cover it up afterward? It doesn't add up. Yeah, I do not get why she was so intent on letting it continue. I believe I have an answer. I noticed it when I saw the Fortune engine again for the first time. A module attached to the machine, one that I didn't design. Module? A siphon. Mother was stealing it the whole time. The cast of positive chi from the walled city, leeching it for her own benefit. That is how Tsang Mechanical Services rose so quickly. From the minor company my father built to the powerful corporation it is today. It's how she got herself on the Executive Council of Hong Kong. She was creating of her own luck, quite literally. Not creating, stealing. It will be interesting to see what will happen to her company now that the Fortune engine is shut down. Maybe we should send her some 4-leaf clovers. She might eat them. So what now? I'm gonna walk around a bit, stretch my legs. You should bag it soon, you know, get some sleep. You look like shit. Yeah, so I've heard. Gonna go, yeah, catch up with everyone. Gonna go do that. Well, Ractor's the first one on the list. Because he's the closest to the entrance. Music suddenly just got really loud. My god, it's 10 already? I've been recording for what? I think I've been recording for like over 2 hours now. That's ridiculous. Well, my friend, quite an evening. We fought and treated with an extra-dimensional being, prevented her from nesting in the walled city, and shut down a machine that was twisting fate itself. A rather impressive list of accomplishments, wouldn't you say? Sure, I'll take it. Yes, my friend, yes, of course you will. What's next for you, Rector? I believe that I will remain here in Hellway for a time. My shop is well equipped and convenient, and I can see no reason to uproot myself now. Ushering in the future is a time-consuming endeavor, as you have no doubt surmised, but it is my calling and I am powerless to resist it. Sure. And with that, my friend, I should really get back to my machines. You should get back to bed, is what you should do. Our task in the walled city may be over, but my work for the evening has only just begun. Be well, my friend, and rest while you can. There is more looming on the horizon than you could possibly dream of. Sure, thanks. Bye. You keep on doing the whole future shtick thing. I don't care. Boring old guy. No, honestly, if I had to rate all of them, Duncan was boring, Isabel was kind of annoying because she only all her discussions were about, oh, woe is me, and I have a hard time connecting with that because I don't have a terrible childhood personally, and I also had a little bit of trouble being compassionate about her, even though I didn't have her experience, because our character is built up as someone who had a similar experience and he's just fine, he's not bitching about it the whole time. So I just had trouble with her attitude in general. She's sweet, but she's annoying as well sometimes. I don't know. It was iffy for me with Isabel. And then Gobbet was entertaining, and then Ractor was interesting. Ractor made me think the most. Gobbet was just fun, right? But Ractor was philosophical at times and just provoked thought to some extent. And I kind of liked that. I appreciated the talks with Ractor. I had fun with the talks with Gobbet. Duncan I just thought was boring, and then Isabel I just explained was kind of well, it was me. That's all. Before you ask, this is for me. Raymond gets the bunk. This is where you live? I don't think he likes living on a bed, not a bed, on a boat. It has its own charm. Revenge, yes, charming. I am sorry that you had to follow me, had to go through what you did, live like this to help me. I didn't mind this. I'm actually tired. I just yawned. That wasn't me voice acting anything. He wasn't yawning. Although they're supposed to be tired and wanting to go to bed. I'm yawning because I'm tired. I should have stopped that like a half hour ago. Is everything right at John? Actually, I'm on call. I'm not necessarily supposed to watch my emails, but just in case, you know. He's right, Ray. I don't know what sort of justice you're looking for, but coming here alone, facing Sean, yeah. I was wrong, little man. You're no coward. I still can't believe what you did. The way you stood up to her. I didn't know what to do, guy. Maybe so, but you were very clever. Even after all that has happened, I still find it hard to believe that Mother did those things. What exactly was she doing to your brain, Raymond? We know she was altering your memories. One memory, just one, was going to make me believe that my fortune engine never worked, that my theory was wrong, and that was why she cancelled prosperity. It was the smallest, simplest change she could think of, the most believable. Right, make you forget that it exists by making you believe that it was cancelled. I get it. Would it wipe that? Too complicated. I would still go to Seattle, still run away, but it would be because of my loss of face, having failed in front of all my subordinates instead of Lucky thing for us, you did come to Seattle. Well, maybe not for Nunya here. He's had a harder road than me. So I understand. Duncan tells me that you were imprisoned for a long time. I had no idea. Duncan talks a lot. No, he doesn't, actually, but I guess he did in this case. Yeah, I was. That would explain a great deal. I misjudged you. For many years I was wrong. Well, that's not the only thing you did wrong. Did that really just happen? Did Ray just say he was wrong? Yes, he did. Thank you, Raymond. Pitch and bones. It appears that we both have gaps in what we know about the other's past. I want to take the time to fill them in. For years I worked to help you develop a stronger sense of self-identity. Wanted you to know who you were, live a genuine life, perhaps because I was living a lie. Now that you are older, have been through so much, I must ask, who are you? Do you know? I'm a Shadowrunner, dude. That's what I do. Oh, he's sad now. Okay, Raymond, you need rest. Tomorrow I'll take you to see a guy named Ambrose. He might be able to help you with that stutter. Then maybe we'll get dim sum together like we used to, the three of us. Dim sum sounds good. Let's see how I feel tomorrow. Cobalt soup does not agree. Oh my god, you ate that? I don't know what to think about him anymore, Nunya. I don't know what to think about any of this. What do you think of staying around, Duncan? I could sure use your help. Oh crap, I don't know. It's too late to think. I'll probably just do what I've been doing since we arrived here. Follow your lead. Pretty sure I'm gonna stay as Shadowrunner with the answer I gave. Now get out of here. I got a day with a duffel bag pillow. This thing? Yeah, right, well. Alright. Isabel, what's up? I hope you're gonna cheer up a little more now that we defeated one of the Yama Kings. One of the demons of your childhood. Well, not directly, but you know. Well, we did it. Shanya is gone and we never have to set foot in the walled city again. I guess that I don't need these memories anymore. We haven't needed them since we got back. Why haven't you didn't do them yet? I don't know. I want to, but something's holding me back. It doesn't feel right somehow, and I don't know why. Can't put your finger on it, but yeah. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, that's what I'd be doing. Changing my past through a mission and rewriting my present by doing it. I think that it's a form of self-mutilation, kinda. Makes me feel uneasy. Yes, it's the self-mutilation. The fact that you're losing something that you're never gonna get back, even though it's something terrible. It's still something. So what do you want to do? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I'll sleep on it. That's, you know, that's probably what's going to happen, to be honest. Yeah, Bill, you can probably use the rest too. Get nice simplicity and rest well. You've earned it. I guess I did. So she's, you know, she's coming around to the fact that, oh, hey, maybe it's not a good idea to do that. It took a long time, but yeah. That was a hell of a thing, wasn't it? We fought a Yama King, we won! Yeah, celebration. Party time, because it's the party girl, right? Sure do, but if you think I'm breaking it out tonight, you're crazy. I'm exhausted, Seattle. I don't think that I can keep my eyes open for much longer. If we're gonna celebrate our victory in style, we don't want to pass out on the 10-minute mark. You must be tired too. To be frank, I don't even know how you're still standing. I mean, I put 8 points in body, that would be that. Yeah, sure it is. Go enjoy in your cabin then. We mere mortals needs to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow though, right? I mean, you're not going anywhere. It's phrased as a statement. Firm and final. I guess she kinda likes me. Yeah, Gabriel, I'll see you then. Yeah, right, good. I'll see you then. Out in Seattle. Sweet dreams. Sure. I like you too, Lady Gobbet. You're fine. A bit of a coward, but you're fine. I mean, she's a rat. You wouldn't expect her to be the most courageous character. And the campaign! I haven't finished business. Only shadows. That's what happens when you close your eyes. You don't see anything anymore. Hey. I got a lot of... Ah! Please don't throw the microphone on the ground. Actually, just only, like, barely hit one of the... It's probably called a foot. It's a tripod. It's one of the three. Anyway. The story of the Walled City riots circulates local news networks for nearly a week. Few outside of Hong Kong hear about the incident. Of those that do, even fewer care. By the end of the month, the city is back to business as usual. In Haoi, the flow of refugees eventually slows to a trickle. Those who do escape tell stories of terrifying demon goddess, finally driven away by one old man and a rabble of outsiders. Their mad ramblings are generally met with pity or contempt. After the incident in the Walled City, the unbroken lucky streak that propelled Song Mechanical Services into the limelight comes to an abrupt end. Evidence of Josephine Song's culpability in the Walled City riots, as delivered by a reliable source, is aired on the Horizon News Network, and the corporation's stock prices go into a freefall. Within a year, Woozing Inc. buys out, absorbs, and dismantles the company, and Josephine Song is quietly filed away in a corporate prison. She remains there, buried behind walls of concrete and rebar, until she hangs herself 3 months later. Haoi remains a safe port of call for smugglers, gangsters, and shadowrunners alike. You are no exception. The shadows here welcome you in a way that Seattle never did. You've earned the respect of your fixer, your clients, and your community. And now that the APB on you and your team has been lifted, by parties unknown, you are free to operate openly in Hong Kong. This place is yours now, your home. Victory! Kind of. I mean, there's still extended edition. Ah, go faster! That was a fun game. Well, it was a Shadowrun. It was better than the first one we did on this channel, obviously. The hacking was awesome. They made the hacking good. I think Dragonfall is gonna be the next... Well, it's the only other Shadowrun. It's gonna be the next one I do. Shadowrun was made before this one, and I think Shadowrun doesn't yet have fun hacking. Might be wrong, because I only barely remember hacking. Might be the same thing, I don't know. But hacking was really good! I like that they improved that, because hacking was boring. I don't remember much of hacking other than I wasn't particularly impressed by it in the first game. So that was that. Already talked about the characters. I kind of like them. It's a hit and miss. It's okay. No, the story was alright, I suppose. It really wanted to drive the whole Chi thing home, and sure, whatever. I didn't mind too much, but I wasn't too impressed by it either. I didn't do the best build. Should have invested a little more into drones. Have 2 classes, full auto. Yeah, somebody was like saying, well, if you get to 9 drone combat, and then you have 2 full auto drones, that have 4 AP each, because that's what you get at 9. 4 AP each, they can full auto twice per turn. You get like 4 full auto volleys. That sounds amazing! I never got to that. Didn't have the money. I guess I could have had if I was aiming for that, but I wasn't. I invested in a few too many side things like shotgun, which ended up being useless. That's That's just, you know, that's me learning the game, I guess. That's what blind happens. It was still fine, though. I mean, your side characters are good enough to carry you through. It helps to have a character that can actually do things. I felt like I was somewhat limited because I was a worse Duncan. That's why I didn't really like this, but you know, if I had invested into drones properly, I would be a lot more than a Duncan. Anyway, that's this game. It was fun. I liked it. That's as straightforward as that is going to be my review. I liked it. It was alright. I don't know how you could have... No, okay, you know what, never mind. I'm just going to leave it there. That was the last Shadowrun they did. Somebody confirmed that to me. Last Shadowrun they did, and then they moved on to other IPs. Well, we'll see. I don't know what they moved on to. Maybe I should look into that. Some game companies are just, you know, good at what they do. What's next? I think I mentioned that at the end of the other thing, that I was going to go back to a... well, there's going to be the extended content, I suppose. So you know what? We're not going to get into what's next. Because we're not there yet. I reviewed the thing as credits, and that's, you know, my usual... does this end sometime, or is it looping maybe? I don't know. I just realized that it might be looping and I wouldn't know about it. Anyway, yeah, credits. I saw credits, so I was like, yeah, I usually do a review with credits. Let's do a review. And then I usually talk about what comes next, but I'm not done actually. There's more content to this game. Guess we're gonna cover the next project afterwards. Which, by the way, is a mistake I did, because I forgot that there was extended content at the end. And so I saw the end come, and I was like, well, I better prepare the next one, right? So right now, I'm really pumped for the next project. And then somebody reminds me, what about extended content? And I'm like, oh, you're right, I want to do it. But now I want to do the other project. Oh, god damn it. It feels bad. That's okay. I'm still going to do the extended edition. Extended content, if only because if I don't do it now, I'm probably never going to do it, right? So I better just do it now. Get it over, get it done. Hey, Hong Kong something. It does look like it's looping, doesn't it? It sure looked like a main title thing that sped up. After this long list, if it goes nowhere, I am going to call it looping and call it there. I'm done. Bye. I don't know, there's a lot of names for no reason there. Either it's looping, either they're trying to compete with Ubisoft. Which, I don't know if you know about that. Ubisoft, in a lot of their games, they actually, in the credits, cite... you know, you have the entire team of design this and blah 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 blah. That's a normal credit, right? They cite every, because they have offices in many countries, they cite every stupid office in every stupid country where they, you know, localized the game. And that's like, why would you do that? It's the worst and longest credit sequence. Just put the one of the place where it is. You know, you're putting all of these because it was localized to all these places, and I guess all these people did kind of participate in some way. Well, you could maybe just put the main office that developed for real the thing, and then the office that localized it, and that's it. That would be cool. I don't know what I'm talking about. This has no business here. So the way you do this is new game, bonus, and you launch it, and then you can load the save. You need to have an in-game save. Doesn't she look amazing? I don't know. She looks fancy. So yeah, bonus campaign. It shouldn't be. Apparently, somebody was telling me it's like 6 hours of content, so it's probably gonna fit in next week, and then the week after we're gonna go with the next project. Looking forward to both of these weeks. Until then, see ya.